everyone, and welcome to Charm Grammy Crochet. Today is day 24 of our Christmas swap. I'm so excited. My kids are coming over today for Christmas. Amanda's thing is not done. She'll get it for her birthday, but that's okay. I love her to death, and she knows that. But I did have her try it on, so we'll talk about that. We have the gift swaps to do, and I have a little tiny yarn acquisition, very tiny. So let's start with the scraps of love, which I've not crocheted on, so just so you know. I'm going to be crocheting a lot on the 26th and probably the 25th. We're going to my daughter-in-law's tomorrow. There'll be a big gang there, lots of food and yummies, and the kids will be playing and running around, and Grammy sits in the corner and crochets. I mean, I enjoy time with my kids too, don't get me wrong, but you know, they play and they have fun, and I get to watch, and I crochet while I watch, or else I sit and eat while I watch, which is not a good thing. So today's color is, it's a tweed. That's it. With the, isn't that what they call it when they got the, like the flecks in there? A gold tweed. That's going to be interesting in there, isn't it? I don't think I have a tweed in there yet, so very cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm still drinking out of my, I'm a hooker cup because it is so cold you have to drink warm things. Normally I'm drinking water all day long, but man, it's a cold one. I don't know how my good friend Lala and Jan in Alaska, how they do it. Laura's been in the negative 30s for like a week, I think. And I'm like, oh my God, it's not even, well, we digged into the minus figures, but not like that. And that's why I want to leave Ohio, because I don't ever want to be in the minus figures. I don't ever, snow, Christmas and Christmas Eve is good for me. After that, no more. Not before and not after, just those 2 days. I'm good with a little bit of snow. Little. So anyway, that's how that goes. So let's see. Then for our gift swap, I got this package. It's got a little hole in it. Maybe we'll rip it from the top. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you have not seen Laura's video on how she finished her ugly Christmas sweater that I broke her arm to make her participate in, go watch that because it's really quite funny. And I didn't break her arm. She volunteered of her own free will. I'm just going to say that, just to let you know. So look at this cool. It's like it's a Christmas ornament with antlers. It's like a pom-pom with antlers. Isn't that funny? It's from Kung Fu Industry. No, King Fung Industries. Sorry, it's K-I, not K-U. Oh, look at that though. For a yarn channel, that's really funny. A pom-pom with antlers. I love it. I will put that on my tree. That's going to be on the tree as soon as I get this this thing off of it. And garland. Oh, that's a cute Christmas gift idea. Duh, I didn't think of anything like that. That's cute. I love it. Oh, that's adorable. 6 foot of garland. I'm going to hang it right behind me is a stairway with a, you know, banister, railing, spindles. It'll probably fit perfect right down there. That's going there. So thank you so much, Nancy. I appreciate it. Oh, that's just too funny. Really struck me as funny. I'm sorry. Even Roy's giggling in the background. He's probably giggling at me more because I don't think he's seen the yarn ball with antlers. Or not yarn ball, but that would be a funny one. That's, you know what? That's it. Next year, you got to get out. All the yarny people get yarn balls with antlers. Not just pom-poms, but actual yarn scrap balls. That would be so funny. Okay, so I was telling you that I was making this poncho for Amanda. And she's tall, so know that. And she is several inches taller than me. I'm about 5'2"-ish, and she's about, I think, 5'8" or 9 or 10, I don't know. After you get past 5'3", it's just tall. Anyway, she wants it. We saw this thing in the store when we were Black Friday shopping, and it was a poncho, a solid front, solid back, and open on the sides. She does not want hers open on the sides. She wants the body to be sewn together, but she wants it long, like duster length, mid calf. So we measured to be about 52 inches. Well, I got out this yarn this is the yarn I was going to use for that crochet cuddler thing that I decided to knit. I need a lighter color to start with, and so I was ripping it out anyway. So that's what I did. I ripped it out, and I started this blanket for Amanda. And if you'll recall from way back when, if you were watching back then, I had a lot of skeins of this, and it's a chunky Hometown USA, and it's a number 6. And this color is called Salem Creek. Well, my originals, the original ones that I had, were dark like this, and this particular part doesn't even show much pink. So the original ones that all came together were like this really dark right here. But then I had to order more, and it was lighter, more gray than black versus more black than gray. And then they vary the amount of pink in it, and so in the blanket that I was going to make, I didn't care. I was just going to kind of alternate them. In this, I kind of forgot about it, and I just started crocheting, and I thought, oh goodness, I don't know if she's going to like it with the yarns being different. She loves it that way, as a matter of fact. So before I finished it or continued on with it, I thought I'm going to A, see if it's going to fit her, B, see if she likes the progress of it, because you know, you put in time and effort, and if they're like, oh God, that's not at all what I was thinking, then that's depressing and disappointing. So, bottom line, so anyhow, when we measured her, don't mind the background noises, Roy's working, he's doing things for me. It needed to be 52 inches long to go from her shoulders to the to the length that she wanted, mid calf. Well, I'm crocheting and crocheting and crocheting and crocheting and crocheting and crocheting, not paying attention. It's getting longer and longer, and now it's way longer than 52 inches. I'm like, oh crap. So it's all right. If I'm going to pull it out, I'm going to pull it all out at one time and redo the thing. And so anyway, when I saw her last, I held it up to her, and it was touching the floor if she put this up to her neck, because I was just going to like chain a few and continue on to the other side that way. Then because it wasn't going to have much of a neckline, you know, collar or whatever, but then she decided that she wants like a cowl neck like this, not quite that deep, but and no sleeves. So I'm thinking, and this is where I need your advice, I'm thinking rather than pull out any of this, and this is, I kind of almost decided that's what I'm going to do. I started actually doing the trim on the sides, because we need her chest is a little bigger than when I made this, but I knew it was going to need a couple inch or 2 inch and a half of border on each side anyway, so I'm doing half double crochets on the sides, and I would do that on both sides, you know, half double crochet, and then join them in from the underarm to, or wherever she wants it joined. But anyway, she decided that a cowl would kind of be cool. So now I'm thinking, okay, I'll make 2 panels, and attach them at the shoulder, but I don't know how to like gather this. So if I attach them at the shoulder, like I'm thinking, you know how they have those with where like I would attach in the back loops only. I'm thinking if I attach at the shoulder and kind of gather it in a little and then leave the center part open, but then it's just going to look like a flap, right? I probably have to frog and just do the cowl. I'm going to have to take, because I have to take those edges off, right? Yeah, that's what I was kind of in my, you know, brain thinking if I just did back loops, but then that's just going to look funny. It's not going to be like really cowl. It's just going to be flap. That's, yeah. I don't know. What do you think? It's very long. I'll tell you that. So if I, you know, to rip it apart isn't that much. It's a couple, like a row down the, row and a half down the side, and one section of my repeat pattern, which doesn't even look like there's a pattern in here, but there is. Probably doesn't need to be. I did 35 stitches across, row of half double, row of double, 2 rows of half double, 2 rows of double, 4 rows of half double, 4 rows of double, 2 rows of single, and start over the pattern. So I think I need to go back like almost a whole pattern repeat to make it the right, you know, go back to my single crochets if I can figure out which ones they are, because seriously it just is long and knots, lots of knots. It's hard to tell with this bulky yarn. The stitches are all so big anyway, but that is what it's looking like. I think to be honest with you, it's not a pattern, it's not a, it was very plain. What she liked was very plain. The only it was knitted, and it was all that knit stitch that looks like the V. The whole thing was the knit stitch that looks like the V, except the side rows, you know, on the border on the sides were bigger, thicker stitches. And that kind of stitch was a little collar like this, you know, just the crew collar. And she was in love with it. Which usually she likes a lot more texture, so I was really surprised at how much she liked it. But she likes it, so that's what's important. And with, you know, chunky yarn, doing big, you know, decorative stitches, you can't even see them anyway. But I thought it would add to it if I had different heights of stitches, but in the long run they stretch. You can't hardly tell anyway. I can't. So I might just start all the way over and do it over again. All one stitch and just be done with it. It'll be quick. And I don't have to worry about what row I'm on. That might very well be what happens. So then the last thing I wanted to talk to you about real quick was that I did go to Joann's the other day. I had to buy the hook and eye for the cape for Terry. And I had a 40% off coupon, and I'm finding that I really like the Caron 1 pound for making, you know, blankets, and I like this color. I have a couple of these now. This is the color Off-White. It's a cream. I mean, it's off-white. It definitely is cream towards the tan, not the yellow, I think. And so I picked up an extra one because I like this for joining squares. I just like the neutralness of the color. It kind of goes with like a gray. It kind of goes with everything. I have a lot of grays. As you know, my joke that's not really a joke is that I have 6 different colors of cream in my balls like this of cream in my stash, thinking that I'm getting cream. It's all the same color. No, not. So I thought I'm going to stick to the Caron 1 pounds for my cream. And I noticed And these are running $11.99 as regular price. So when they're not on sale and I have a 40 or 50% off coupon, this is what I've been picking up. And in that color, except for the last time before this, I bought another one of these Karen Jumbos in this colorway that is called Blossom, because it is just, I think, gorgeous. I just really, really love it. And I'm picturing this. Now this is my second one of these, because you need a lot. There's, it's 100% acrylic, and it's a 4-weight. This is 12 ounces, not 1 pound. It's 595 yards for 544 meters, where the 1 pound is, oh, come on now. There it is, 812 yards, 742 meters. I was looking for, I wanted to get either another one of these, or better yet, a coordinating, one of these colors coordinating into it. And they didn't have one that was an exact match, or at least didn't look like it in the store, of the like purple or the pink colors, coral colors. And they had a purple that was similar, but not quite an exact match. And they had some orangey shades that didn't match. But a lot of these jumbos, they have an exact match of at least one of the colors. And I'm like, I don't, duh. The exact match is the off-white. So I'm like, oh, that's a twofer. They go together. My offsetting color for this is this. And I just think this is gorgeous. And I want to make something beautiful. And I can't decide if I want to make, and I think I kind of do, want to make a Virus Meets Granny blanket. I've made one before. Spider Fiber has a really nice tutorial, because I made it 4 or 5 years ago. I don't remember how to do it. But if you did the, I think I would want to do the Virus, because it's more detailed in the solid color, and then do the Granny in this. I think that's how I would want to do it. And make a Granny, make a blanket, maybe, or a wrap, because I really like having wraps, or turn it into a sweater somehow. Like if you did just panels. I don't know how to do. I would prefer a sweater. I don't know how a Virus Meets Granny sweater would look. Could definitely do it in like a Ruana. But I think you do that in a square. I'll have to watch the video again. But I think, you know, something where you have the more just plain stitch, and then something that has, and the plain stitch should go with the, you know, more fancier, colorful yarn, and then the, you know, beautiful stitch in the solid. I think it would just be beautiful as a sweater, like a cardigan. I love cardigans. So if you have any suggestions or know of patterns like that that I could do that with, let me know. Put them in the comments. And also, as a reminder, real quick, yesterday's video, I'm doing a giveaway of the Sophie's Choice or Sophie's Universe book, for anybody that might want to participate and doesn't have the book. I will be drawing a winner from yesterday's video. I'll be drawing a winner on the 1st, probably actually the 2nd, 1st or 2nd. So do you have to follow the instructions in the previous video. It's not sponsored by anybody and all that stuff. I guess I got to put that in the comments. I think I forgot. Anyway, if you want to participate in the giveaway for the Sophie's Universe book, comment in yesterday's video. Let's see, today is the 24th, so you have a few more days to get your photos in on your ugly Christmas sweater, because also at the beginning of January, we'll be pulling a winner for a $50 gift card, probably Amazon or wherever you want. I just found out today Premier does gift cards. I didn't know that. So maybe a $50 Premier gift card would be awesome. Or maybe Hobie does gift cards, or I don't know, like e-gift cards or whatever. Just even a gift card that I could send to you from any yarn shop would be great. So anyway, that's on the ugly Christmas sweater, and you have through the end of the year, through January 31st to get that in. All right, that is all that I have. I'll post some pictures at the end of more Christmas lights, and I will see you.